All right, well, this looks a lot better than it did initially, but we do want to start to lay out things on this website so it looks better, right? So let's do it. Where would I start to lay this out? Now, we've learned about the Bootstrap Grid, and so that's a great way to do it. And so where would we do that? Not in the back end, that's for sure. So as we come back to our project, where is it that we're laying out our components? We have this category filter, we have the project list, and so I'm going to look and see where am I actually laying those things out, and it's in our app TSX file, right? And so if I want to use Bootstrap, which has already been imported into this main TSX, so it's everywhere in my project, then how would I do that? So as you recall, we can go in and start to build divs and then say whether they're a row, say whether they're a column. And so I'm just going to build one overall div. And that this is going to be my overall container. And then inside that div, I'm going to create a row. And then inside that row, I'm going to have a column. So div class name equals column. And how big do I want it to be? So let me try for now. I'll do a column MD3. All right, and then that's where I'm going to put my category filter. So that'll be, it's in the same row, but here's one column. And then save that. After, I don't know what I typed there. And then after that, I'm going to put in a second column. So this will be a class name. Now, if I don't put anything there, as we've learned, it will just default to it. But I'll say class name call MD, and let's try 9 and see how it looks. And then I'll grab my project list and get that up inside that. Okay, so now that I've saved that, let's go back to our website, and sure enough, it's lining up here on the left. So that's good. But we have an issue that it's kind of lining up with the label, the overall water project's header, and it's not aligning with our list. Well, that's because if we look at our code for the project list, our header is part of that. And so why don't we break out another element here and call it our, whatever we want to call it, our welcome band, harkening back to our mini band projects that we've done. So welcome band.tsx. So we'll say function welcome band, opening closing parenthesis, opening braces. We're going to export in the end the default welcome band. And this is going to be really simple for a minute. All we're going to do is return that whatever we had there. So in the project list, this line, we're going to grab our H1 tag, cut it out of here, and I'm going to get rid of this break. And then over here in the welcome band, all we'll do is just return that H1 tag. So I'll save that, and now I can use this as its own component, its own thing. And so what I'm going to do is, let's find it. So on the app TSX, I'm going to add, before that row, I'm going to add a different row. So I'm going to add a div, and the div is going to be a row. And then inside that div, I'll just add our element called welcome band. It won't recognize it at first. I need to import it. So as I hover over it, go to the quick fix, add import, and then it will bring in that welcome band. And now as soon as we save, we go back to our website. I guess I didn't save the other page. Let me go do a save all. File, save all. Okay, let's see what that looks like. And now we just get the water projects up above, and this lines up with this element. So the category filtering lines up with the project list. And we can add additional styling. So again, as I was going through, put a little margin in, MT4, gives it a little more spacing. And so you can mess around with it and see what looks good to you. The other thing I thought would be kind of fun is to give, for our welcome band, again, not great at styling, but to start to break this out and make it look a little bit better, I'm going to come into the welcome band row, and I will say, let's give it a background of primary, which is royal blue, and make the text white. Save that, and we start to get a little bit of style, a little bit better look to this. But it's laid out the way we want to, which was the objective. Well, as we get further along, we'll do more with layout and styling and whatnot, but this is at least a start. All right, continuing on with trying to get this to actually do something when we check the boxes in the next video. Spencer out.